do nothing all the days of my life. It was Sunday, that's my Funday. I don't have to run there.
And welcome to the Bengal Sunday Funday Hour. I'm your host, Jamie, and over the next hour, I will be taking you through the music and stories of the Bangles and the Bengal Music Tree Bands. I will take you back to 2012 tonight, and the Bangles had just released their first studio album without longtime bass player Mickey Steele. Here, Sue, Vicky, and Debbie are all talking about the release of their new album, Sweetheart of the Sun.
30 years ago this month, you came out with your self-titled EP. So did you ever imagine that you would still be playing together?
Wait. No, I wasn't 30. No, that's not possible. That's a whole lifetime.
Did you ever imagine that you would still be playing together all this time later?
I think we
We did, kind of weirdly, yeah.
It was, we all went in thinking this is a big deal to us. It wasn't like a hobby or a weekend band kind of situation.
Right.
We all felt very committed.
We're in for the long haul,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Well, and when you started, you guys did a lot of the grunt work yourselves, saving up
Yeah.
to make your single and photocopying your cover and all that. And now bands can put a video up on YouTube and be discovered that way. Would you prefer, like if you could do it all over again, would you prefer to do it the way that you did it or the way the way you did?
Absolutely. It was pre-internet. And it was American Idol. There wasn't, we just did it like the homegrown kind of way, with playing in the clubs and playing on college campuses and getting our singles to DJs, like literally handing them to
Right.
no record company.
But in a weird way, it has kind of come full circle, because a lot of young bands, that's exactly how they are doing it. They're doing it, they have more tools available, because you have social media and you have other ways to get your music out to the entire world, which we didn't have. It was really tough. We were putting our little 45s in plastic bags and, hoping that a record store would actually sell them. But now you can get it out to the whole world, like in a blink of an eye, and I think that's amazing. And I think so in a way, it's come full circle, because we don't have to depend on other people, the gatekeepers, the powers that be, to sort of tell us what music is out there and what is good and what isn't good, because so much is available to you.
Out there now.
Yeah,
just
it's
on the
totally
internet.
changed. Well, so tonight, will you be playing anything from Sweetheart of the Sun?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
We're going to do a nice mix of old and new tonight.
Well, what was the inspiration behind the new album?
Go for it. Well, it was kind of a process, because we started recording and started working with songs that some of them had been in existence for years and years and years. We did a song with Debbie's that was born in the 80s. Yeah, so it was pretty crazy.
Sitting around for a while.
Yeah, on a cassette tape. And then as we sort of collected the songs, we realized that there was sort of a unifying theme to some of the songs, and that's when we came up with the idea of Sweetheart of the Sun, and we wrote the song Anna Lee, and almost created a character, and that was based on the idea of a woman who was living in Southern California, the Laurel Canyon culture of the late 60s, early 70s, which is sort of a fantasy point of ours, something we were just interested in and inspired by. And it was also inspired by the Sheila Weller book, Girls Like Us, which is an amazing book, and we all read it and kind of drew from that.
This is for Vicki and Debbie. Do you guys find that being sisters makes it easier or harder being in the same band? Do you kind of see yourself as friends or business partners, or what's that relationship like?
Yes.
Yes to all.
All of the above. All of the above.
Everything. Encompasses everything.
Well, and things have changed because now you're all married and you guys have kids and there's a lot of other things in the mix. Does it make touring more difficult than it was back before you had all of those elements in your lives?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's more complicated, for sure.
Yeah, you have to work it out. I'm available this weekend, I'm not available that weekend, because you're doing things with the family, and then so it's a lot more
It's more complicated, more stuff to work out, but it's still great.
Work on it.
And what do you feel is more difficult, trying to keep a band together or keeping a marriage together?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Well, the band is kind of like a marriage in a way.
Yeah, it is.
And the
But I've had several bands, I've only had one marriage, so.
That's the thing, we've only had this one band, well, you've had other bands, but we've done
I
other
have.
things, but we've mostly, we actually, all our marriages are intact.
Yeah,
That's
all of them,
wonderful.
including the Bangles.
Well, and that's
Weird.
huge,
That's
because in
kind of
Hollywood, it's
rare.
very rare, very rare.
rare.
Now, Susanna, you had a small part in the Austin Powers movie.
Yes.
And you're a fan of 60s music, so
Oh,
how
totally.
fun was that?
That was really fun. My husband directed all the Austin Powers movies, so that's made it easy for me to kind of get involved.
Get in.
Get the Bangles to do a song for it. But yeah, it was really fun. I introduced Mike Myers to my friend Matthew Sweet years ago because I thought that they would click musically, and we came up with this crazy little band called Mean Tea. And we were all in it, and we played about 3 shows all together, but we did some music in the movies and there was some little videos that we made that went into the movies, and that was a lot of fun. I love the clothes.
Well, and so you guys have met all kinds of people over the past 30 years. Is there a certain memory that stands out in your mind from touring or people you've collaborated with that are really special?
We've been really lucky.
We always seem to go back to the show we played at Slane Castle in Ireland when we opened for Queen. And
that was pretty
just
awesome.
watching
That was pretty
from
special.
the side of the stage.
Yeah.
That was great.
We have kind of an ongoing love affair with Elvis Costello as
Yeah.
well. Anytime he's in town in Los Angeles, we jump up on stage and
Just
try and get in the go cage.
I think meeting George Martin, who was the Beatles producer,
We get to sing
on a
with
couple of
him.
That was
occasions,
so very-
ranks pretty high.
Very important.
And meeting Paul Simon was a personal favorite
Yes.
of mine.
Oh, that's huge.
That was big.
Well, and out of the current artists, who are some of your favorites that you really like now?
Oh, wow. There's so many cool groups
lot
that
of
do
cool
kind of
ones.
folky, like the Fleet Foxes.
Decemberists.
Yeah. Gosh, I always draw a blank when someone asks me
I love
that.
Death
There's so
Cab for
many.
Cutie.
Yeah, Death Cab
yeah,
for Cutie are great.
And there's some great female artists like Katie Tunstall, who is a longtime favorite of
Yeah,
mine.
she's great.
And did you find that being in an all-female band, you got treated differently than maybe some other bands did?
We don't know. Never been in an all-boy band.
Never been an all-boy.
I think there are I think we've encountered people who have kind of a funny attitude about girls playing music, and I'm not really sure where it
What
comes
that's about.
from. Because we grew up, and that goes back to the Sheila Weller book and Sweetheart of the Sun, which is about Joni Mitchell, but there was Bonnie Raitt and Carole King and so many great players, too. So it's not like that odd of a thing for a girl to pick up an instrument. It's just, it's always
We don't
kind
understand it.
of befuddled me
Yeah.
why it seems
Why is it so weird?
novel to so many people.
Yeah.
But I guess there aren't that many all-girl bands, really. I mean, there aren't as many as I thought that there would
We
be.
thought there'd be a lot more.
By this
Yeah.
time, sure. Well, so what do your kids and nieces and nephews and, the younger, what do they think about your career in music?
Well, our kids don't think it's that odd.
They don't think it's weird.
already
Yeah,
known.
it's no big deal to them.
But
I think it's cool.
they think it's cool. And
Oh, Mom, you're on TV again. Oh, that's cool.
And here are the Bangles with Under a Cloud from the Sweetheart of the Sun album, right here on the Bangles Sunday Funday Hour.
August again and I'm on my own. I'm under a cloud and I'm staying home. The telephone rings makes no sense and it's so surreal. Despite what you see, I feel what I feel, and I'm feeling our water from this lush lifeboat. Under cloud, no one knows. Under cloud, the beauty unfolds like a rose. It's a terrible life. None of it ever happened. I have my sunny, sunny days. Always serve like it. Yeah, oh yeah. Under cloud, no one knows. Under cloud, under cloud, no one knows. Under cloud, the beauty unfolds like a rose, like a rose. Feeling our water from this lush lifeboat. Feeling our water from this lush lifeboat.
club if you'd like to go. You could meet somebody who really loves you. So you go and you stand on your own, and you leave on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die. You say it's gonna happen now. What exactly do you mean? See, I've already waited too long, and all my hope is gone, gone, gone. Things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does.
When I woke up this morning, you were on my mind, and you were on my mind. I got troubles, whoa, whoa, I got worries, whoa, whoa, I got wounds to bind. So I went to the corner just to ease my pain, just to ease my pain. I got troubles, whoa, whoa, I got worries, whoa, whoa, I came home, yeah. But I woke up this morning, you were on my mind.
Just some beautiful vocals right there by Annette Zielinskis from the Medicine album Scarred for Life, with Sally Go Round the Roses. And before that, it was Susanna with You Are On My Mind, and Sid and Sue covering a classic from the Smiths, How Soon Is Now. Now I have a Bengal Sunday Funday Hour debut for you. This band is about to make its debut on the show, and well, sometimes the most fun bands are the fictional ones. We know about the greatness of the Traveling Wilburys, but what about a Jerry Springer trailer park version of that? Well, sometimes you just have to let your hair down and make fun of yourself. Having a great time is one of the most important things in life, and Pleasant Gaiman and Annette Zielinskis of the Ringling Sisters know exactly how to do that. What started off as a joke during the Ringling Sisters' practices turned into a 5-year run, an album, and multiple bookings across the country. Here is Pleasant Gaiman to go into more detail about this band, Honk If You're Horny.
Honk If You're Horny was an X-rated trailer trash band that Dave Catching, who you may know from Eagles of Death Metal, the Mojave Lords, or several other bands, including the Ringling Sisters. Dave and I would start playing music. He would play guitar and I would just start making up words during Ringling Sisters rehearsals. And he'd always play like country songs done metal style, and my lyrics were always really atrociously filthy. So we did Honk If You're Horny as a one-night joke on Dave's birthday. He also, on that day, had another side band of his playing called Guns and Rosie Greer. So it was just supposed to be a funny little crazy birthday thing, but then Elvez, the Mexican Elvis, asked us to open for him, and from there on, Honk If You're Horny kept getting gigs. So we'd all dress up like total trailer trash people. All the girls had like black eyes and white pumps with little roughly laced socks, so we looked like models in a ZZ Top video. And we'd always be cussing on stage and just, I mean, we were just insanity. We had a guy in the band called E, who was called that because he was supposed to be Elvis, who had joined Honk If You're Horny. Our gigs were so rowdy and crazy. Anyway, so the one-night joke lasted for over 5 years, and at one point, and this was in the late 90s, so there was still only landlines. At one point, the guy who was either owned or had started the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, called me up. And he said, "Hey, Pleasant, I'd like to talk to you about having your band, Honk If You're Horny, come to South by Southwest." And I thought it was a crank call from a friend of mine. I was like, "Come on, who is this?" And, and he said, "No, really, this is blah, blah, blah from South by Southwest." And I said, "Sure it is." And he said, "I'd really like to have Honk If You're Horny there." And I said, "Honk If You're Horny isn't even a real band." And he said, "I don't care, I want you there." And he said, "Well, if you really want us there, you'll have to give us all plane tickets, round trip, and then we need hotel rooms." And he said, "Done." And so then I really thought it was a prank call. But the next day, a bunch of paper tickets showed up to my house for all 15 of us to go to Austin. It was insane. Anyway, probably the most representative song of Honk If You're Horny is Gas, Grass, Your Ass, with Annette Zielinskis, whose name was Tammy Why Not, and me, whose name was Kanya Fucker, doing lead vocals, while George Bones, who is Dave Catching, played guitar. Anyway, that's what you're going to hear. But yeah, that's the story behind the song. Mwah!
Nobody rides for free!
Every weekend we hit the road. My bare belly more, honey. Room for one more, honey. You're like a bad tattoo, like a kink in my neck. You're a chain letter, baby. You're like a bounce check. You're a one-way ticket. The bottomless pit. So why, oh why, so why, oh why, so why do I keep coming back? You're like Hollywood after dark. An ice cold bag, a black cat. Get out of my bag. You're Westwood, baby. Beverly Hills. So why, oh why, so why, oh why, so why do I keep coming back? So Dexter, why do you keep coming back? I'd rather fight than switch. Spill the beans, please. Breakfast in bed every morning, honey. Give it up, Patino. I have them on speed dial. What about you, man? You like to check under my hood. Hey, what about me? What about you, Iris? Well, you know me, I like those bad boys. Because I need it. You're like a bad dream, knowing in sight. Las Vegas wedding, a spider's bite. Go fight to listen, baby. Better street. So why, oh why, so why, oh why, so why do I keep coming back? So why, oh why, so why, oh why, so why do I keep coming back? Keep back. Keep back. So why keep coming back? Keep back. So why keep coming back? Keep back. So why keep coming back? Keep back.
Down your top and check under the hood. The last one undo. It's working so good. Get down in your engine and play with all your wires. Stroke your starter and make your spark plugs fire.
And that was Blood on the Saddle with Car Mechanic Blues. And before that, we had the Ringling Sisters with Bad Tattoo. Now, Vicki Peterson and John Cowsill of the Action Skulls joined our friends Jeff and Soraya on the Paisley podcast to talk about the new album, The Action Skulls, released last year. One of the best new albums out there. Here they are talking about the process of that album and how it wasn't exactly the third album.
You did mention we have 2 of 3 Action Skulls, and there's this absolutely amazing album that's come out. And we did have a couple of questions about it. And we got to just jump off this point. Digital release only.
Yes.
As in some of the past, is there a plan for a physical release, or this is the way to go?
Well, I think we're going to let the powers that be in the audience dictate that in a way. We wanted to just release it. Our skullmate, Bill Mummy, is very prolific. He has 2 other projects going right now. John and I are working on another project as well. We had a lot of things going on. We wanted this album to get out, and so it was the most efficient way to do it at this time. And yet we are considering possibly in the future
a limited amount,
maybe
of
a
physical
vinyl, maybe even.
that we'll sign or something. We don't want to have a lot of boxes of shit in our house.
Don't want to be a warehouse.
Don't want to be a warehouse. And I know there are companies out there who will manufacture as per needed. So we'll try to do something like that, but it's not cost effective to have a bunch of stuff that's not going to sell.
Got it.
Not without guaranteed sales. So
We know a lot of people do like physical product, especially people who might listen. I mean, obviously, Jeff, you don't have any records at all, do you? I can see that you have no vinyl.
now, if we were to tour the Action Skulls band, which it won't tour because Bill doesn't want to tour, then of course we would have merch and we'd have physical product. But because we don't do that, there's not a big need for it.
Okay.
Okay, that makes
Okay,
sense.
next.
So the band Action Skulls had their first release in 2017 with Angels Here. 3 years later, A Different World also was digital only and streaming. And then here we are, September, you released the new one, From a Running Horse. So it sounds like you guys are on a 3-year plan. So 2026, we're expecting the 4th release.
We'd like to get things done fast.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the new album, I have to say, is my personal favorite. There's a lot of great songs on there. Right off the bat, with Find the Good, I love the 12-string on there. It's such a beautiful song. How are you guys feeling about this new release? Are you happy with the songs on this one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm happy with it. It's an interesting album. It's pretty all over the place with styles and things, but I mean, I always say I want to do an album that's like sounds like it's thematic almost, but I've never done one in my life, so always like bouncing around because you got 3 different writers. Well, 2.5. I kind of write, but
You did on this one.
I did on this one.
A writer on this one.
I was more of a writer on this one than any of the other ones. And also the timeline, why things take so long, is I was with the Beach Boys for 23 years and I was never home. And then when I was, the last thing you want to do is break out the tool chest, to fix the faucet if you're a plumber. But that takes a while. But I was definitely part of the problem for why nothing gets done really quick. And then so is she, because she thinks things too much.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Oh my God. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm busy too.
No, yes, you are.
The funny thing about From a Running Horse is that we actually started making that record right after Angels Here. And it was going to be our second album. And then things happened, life ensued, and then the pandemic arrived. And at that point, Bill Mummy just kind of vomited out this collection of songs, and we caught them and sang all over them and sent them back to him. And we ended up with A Different World, and that became
it's our pandemic album.
But it was our second album, and From a Running Horse is our second.
California good to me. Hope it don't fall into the sea. Sometimes you gotta trust yourself. It ain't like anywhere else. It ain't like anywhere else. It's time to roll. I'm all done. It's time we better hit the road. I got work later on. Yeah, it's time we better hit the road. California's been good to me. Hope it don't fall into the sea. Sometimes you gotta save yourself. It ain't like anywhere else. It ain't like anywhere else. Sundown, red skies, nobody is around. Sundown, blue eyes, I kinda like this party town. California's been treating me good. It's been good. I pray to God that the hills don't flood. It's been good. Sometimes you gotta trust yourself. It ain't like anywhere else. It ain't like anywhere else. It ain't like anywhere else. California's been good to me.
Tell me one more time the reason why you must leave. Tell me again why you think you don't need me. Tell me again, but don't think you'll convince me. You said about falling in love again, you'd rather be dead. When somebody breaks your heart, you cry your eyes red. There's nothing so hard about the life that you led. As far as I can see, there's no reason for goodbye. 'Cause you're just running scared, and that's something I won't buy. So you lose, I won't let you go with nothing to show but more booze. And all this talk about leaving is strictly bad news. You said
found objections to me. How did you manage to learn how to stand on your feet? Well, I remember it's what you see and what you believe was forced in my hand. I was your man, and the boat you rowed was out of control, so I took command, and I was your Don't even say that you had what it takes all along. There was a time when you weren't so refined and so strong. Gave me my life and a bit of advice, clear and free. Now some of the guys got a bit of the best part of me, so warm and tender is what you see and what you believe was forced in my hand. I was your man, and the boat you rowed was out of control, till I took command, and I was your I've never been so blind. I've never sought the If it don't kill you, the stronger you feel, so they say. That's some advice I should never have license to take, 'cause I remember it's what you see and what you believe was forced in my hand. I was your man, and the boat you rowed was out of control, so I took command, and I was your man. So every time you move through the line, you know it began, and I was your man. When you're on your way, remember the day I gave you the plan, and I was your
And that was the awesome Bangles bass player during the Sweetheart of the Sun era, Derek Anderson, getting some help from both Vicky, Debbie, and the great late Kim Shattuck of the Pandoras, When I Was Your Man. We also had the Continental Drifters with Vicky doing a beautiful job covering some of Shelley's blues. I want to thank everyone for listening again this week to the Bengal Sunday Funday Hour, and make sure you go out and brighten someone's day this week. I leave you with the Bengals tonight, and let's all head for Liverpool, right here on the Bengal Sunday Funday Hour.